Subscribe and press the bell icon so you never miss an update from Zomato. Foodie, content भी.
Well, आज का Sunday brunch थोड़ा special है because I'm not sharing it with one, but four extremely talented people from the film industry. The buzz is real, guys, because I am meeting the star cast of Gehraiyaan on this episode of Sunday Brunch with Zomato. Hi guys, welcome to Curly Tales.
Thank you.
Well, it's the first time that I'm going to be sharing my Sunday brunch with four people, so looking forward to it.
You're not going to have anything left. We're all bookers.
Well, looking forward to that. Well, let's talk about Gehraiyaan first. And the first thing you hear or see when you watch the trailer of Gehraiyaan is the sound of the waves. And that just sets the tone. So, to begin with, Shakun, if you can tell me about the shooting locations. Ours is a travel platform and want to know where all was this film shot?
You know, this film has had quite a journey because I started writing this in Alibag, so I knew I wanted to base it in Alibag. Then, to make it more convenient to shoot, we first thought of Sri Lanka, so we did a recce in Sri Lanka.
Okay.
Then COVID happened, so then we moved to Goa, which I think really the best thing that happened to the film because it just brought a whole new character that I didn't see earlier. And then we came back to Bombay, sadly. And then it was Mehboob Studio, which was
the saddest.
Rest of our schedule. But Goa was phenomenal. All of us got to spend time, hang, chill, go try out a few restaurants. So that was fun.
Oh, that's nice. So I believe it was Deepika's idea that everybody should hang out first before the shooting schedule just to know each other. Did that happen?
Did nobody
and how
else
was it?
suggest this? Am I the
Because
only
I
one?
can bring out.
Deepika loves like get-togethers. She loves being a
Making
host.
plans, yeah.
You do.
Feeding
She's
us.
very homely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what was the daily schedule like, Deepika, for everyone?
I didn't plan the daily schedule. My only plan was, see, the thing is that I was dying for a holiday.
Yeah.
But I said this is a great way to sort of push the expenses of a holiday onto the producer. So I said, Shakun, we really have to prep and, it's Goa and we have to go before. And so, yeah, it was actually now that, all of that's over, I can talk about how it was actually a free holiday before we actually started filming.
Absolutely. And I believe you all did yoga in the morning. Did that happen? Yeah.
So the regime and
That holiday wasn't a holiday too long.
the regime
It
is
was cool.
courtesy Shakun.
Okay.
We did partner yoga.
That was amazing.
That's interesting. And did you all explore a little bit of Goa as well? Any takeaways for our followers out there? Any places that they should go and discover?
Butterfly Beach.
Oh, yeah, I remember you went there.
The waves are really strong.
Okay.
So just like be prepared because I was not prepared. But it's really beautiful. It's like a 45-minute trek to get to the beach. But once you get there, it's like this undiscovered kind of like.
Did you go alone, Ananya? Or like,
I had a large group of friends.
right.
Large?
Like 6-7 people.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Right.
you guys were not
birthday.
invited for
We
that?
were invited,
I mean,
but
I
we
was
didn't
invited.
come.
I
He
was.
was actually
Yeah.
invited. With
Oh,
a
you were
surfboard.
invited.
Shooting
Oh, I
But
wasn't
you would not
invited.
have been able to like.
Yeah,
Thanks for
survive.
inviting me,
You were
Ananya.
invited.
No,
I said it on the group.
I don't think she was in Goa at that time.
No,
by
she
the way.
wasn't.
I was very much in Goa at the time
I said
for her
on the group.
birthday, and
Wow, you're really opening a can of worms.
I'm loving it. Please go on. Okay, so who's a beach person, mountain person, city person?
Sid's a beach person.
Sid's a sea. Yeah. He sees water and goes straight for it.
He's a great surfer.
Okay.
Yes, you can see from his pictures.
Guys, stop putting me in the mind. I'm really scared of water.
Oh.
Are you scared of this?
What about you, Ananya? You like beaches or mountains?
Baby.
I'm a water. I love beaches, mountains. I love everything.
She loves a vacation.
She just likes being on holiday.
I'm happy being here.
Just take her from one spot in Bandra to the other.
And what about you, Deepika?
I'm a beach person.
Okay.
Sun, sand, beach, water. Yeah.
Okay. And who's the biggest foodie, Shakun, amongst all of them?
Or maybe.
Yeah.
Really?
Honestly,
Yeah.
she really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll discover that. This is a show Sunday
And
Brunch.
she's the best person to order for everyone.
Exactly, yeah.
So she somehow has she knows what's the right order for the table,
And she'll get
which
a
nobody
lot,
else
yeah.
really gets.
Okay.
Why
I wish I had consulted you before this brunch about what to order. But if you have to order for this table, what would you order?
Well, I mean, I'd first ask everyone what cuisine.
Guess
What?
does that help?
No, I'd say I'd ask what cuisine everyone prefers.
And and then comes back.
Yeah, and then decide and be like, okay, more people feel like having Chinese versus Indian or whatever. And then once you decide on the cuisine, then you know what.
This is how it goes. Indian, 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 Indian. Chinese, 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 Chinese. Italian, Italian. That's how it goes. So you have to decide for us.
Okay, I feel like this table should have.
Da Baileys.
Doklas.
I think this table would be either Chinese food or like snacky, like pizzas and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, okay. Let's go with the snacky stuff and pizza. So let's begin the Sunday brunch.
Pizza.
Pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was checking my phone.
I just said pizza like
Pizza.
Yeah, so there you have it. Some snacks to binge on as we chat.
Salad is it?
Burrata.
Give me one.
So before you guys start eating, I'm going to play a fun game with you guys. It's called Eatometer presented by Zomato. And we're going to be asking questions to you. And let's see how many of you get it right.
Okay.
So firstly, Shakun, to you, who was always the first one to ask for lunch breaks?
It's probably me actually. Telling my ADs, gotta eat. No, I don't know. Who?
Me.
You?
Yeah, she
I
was
think
on
it was our
snack
stomachs
breaks,
grumbling.
That you could hear.
Yeah.
All right, and who's the one who barely eats?
Oh,
What?
Annie?
Hello?
No, I think we all
No,
eat.
everyone eats.
We eat.
No,
we
he
eat
also
loads.
eats.
Yeah.
He eats.
Yeah.
Okay, Deepika, if Ananya is left with only one slice of cake, okay, who would she secretly call and share it with?
I can't say it.
Karan.
Yeah, call it Karan.
Was that needed?
Call it Karan.
It's none of us. You're not sharing your slice of cake.
I was just going to say, yeah, she, if she had to call someone, I know who that person is, but I won't say it. But
What?
highly unlikely,
know.
highly unlikely.
Just be. I would not share my pizza with anyone.
If we are not talking about pizza, first of all,
Slice of
Yeah,
cake.
we're talking about slice of cake.
maybe
yeah.
this is like maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
He won't eat it. He's too like.
Anyway, but the
Okay.
point is that
Yeah.
she wouldn't share cake with anybody.
Okay. And Ananya, if there's one dish that Deepika wouldn't ever trade, what is that?
Trade.
Yeah.
I think the recipe of the South Indian food at
Yeah.
her house, she would never trade, and she shouldn't because it's like her USP.
Oh, okay. Siddhant, would Ananya skip a meal or quit social media for a day?
Ha.
She'll skip a meal and shoot it on the social media. To show
That she's skipping a meal. Yeah.
Okay. And Deepika, one dish that Siddhant would eat forever.
Oh.
Rajma chawal.
Could be.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Really? Okay. And Siddhant, if Deepika could choose one dish among the following, kadhi chawal, dal chawal or rasam chawal. Okay, that was easy. And now everyone has to guess. For Shakun, if he had to invite two filmmakers for dinner, who would he call?
Woody Allen.
And Zoya.
Sure. I actually just like to mash it up and have
This is a mashup.
I think he
Rohit
called.
Shetty
I was just
Woody
going to
Allen.
say. No. Yeah, I was going to say Rohit Shetty. Sorry.
I mean, if
I
I
was going to say
want to
Rohit
have
Shetty.
dinner,
Yeah.
I
You
also
want some like
I want.
I think he called Rohit Shetty and Sanjay Leela Bhansali.
That would be
Epic?
No, can you
Yeah.
do that for me?
I'll
On
arrange
your
that
next
for you.
table?
For sure. Done.
Let's do it.
तो यही जानना था आप एक दूसरे को कितनी गहराइयों से जानते हैं. So not bad, guys. You guys
Not
know each
bad,
other
I think
very
that was
well.
phenomenal.
Yeah. Okay, then let's talk about the film. And Deepika, clearly you're the senior most here with a good 15 years of experience. Although
Why
you
not stop
still
my
look
15.
no, although you look still as stunning as your debut film. I want to know, how different is this film Gehraiyaan that you worked on?
I think what is special about Gehraiyaan is y'all can eat, guys. Totally, it's not like a series.
Yeah, we won't stop. We're like,
I know. Let's find out what's
What
special.
is special about Gehraiyaan is, I think, the complexity of the characters. The fact that the characters in this film are very different from what we've seen historically, which are either white characters or grey or black characters, and I think that these characters sort of fall in the grey, and the fact that you still feel for them, there is warmth, there is empathy, there is understanding, versus I think the way we've always been shown films are in a very judgmental way, and I feel like with this film it's just very, very observational, and through a lens of empathy and understanding. So I think that's what makes it special. It's also very, very layered. I think that's what Shakun's USP is. He'll never serve you a film on a platter. I think his films make you they feel extremely close to reality, and at the same time they're extremely layered. So when you finish watching the film, it's not one message or one takeaway. There's just so many things that you leave the theater with, and so many scenes, so many dialogues, so many moments just keep coming back to you. I think that for me is the USP. Of course, I think the way it's been shot is very, very fresh. I think from an Indian perspective, I think the music is fantastic. It's so new. The casting, I think a lot of people find the casting very, very, very exciting and fresh.
And unique, absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
all of these things.
Yeah, and Siddhant, talking about you, you started off, you started off your career working with Ranveer,
Sorry.
and with Ranveer.
You stole
and
my food.
Yeah? Did you realize?
He didn't. I've been watching. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So Siddhant, you started off your career working with Ranveer, okay, and
Focus.
next one with Deepika, okay, in the lead. That one was supporting, this one was leading. Ab sach mein batana, did you feel nervous or intimidated at any point of time? And it is a very bold role to play.
Yeah, of course. I mean, when I signed the film, I was clueless. I had no clue how I was going to do it. There was a lot of intimacy involved, and I mean, for me, whatever I've watched, I have watched it like internationally, but to be doing it, and it was a little overwhelming, and I think it was Shakun who,
And so it's a very shy guy. So, it's one of those things where we all sit together. As you know, we had a whole process, and it really helped. I think we all came together as a unit, as friends, and it was the best way of kind of making this film.
Yeah, okay. And Deepika said something very interesting about the cast. When you were writing this film, of course, there are complexities in your script, but even in terms of the cast, it's very unique and fresh. Did you think about them while writing? Or how did this cast come
this
together?
idea of like, would this cast be fresh was something that never crossed our mind. Was this cast right for the film was the first obvious thing. So, of course, we were looking for the right people to play these parts. Yeah. And that now that it comes across as fresh, that's just like an added bonus,
Yeah, okay. Now, most Bollywood films you've seen like have a very happy ending, but your film sort of is usually layered. So, Ananya, my question would be to you: if in real life, your partner was cheating on you, how would you react?
Oh my god.
And this I'm going to ask everyone, so you guys have a heads up to think about it.
Honestly, I feel like for me, a deal breaker in a relationship is like cheating. Personally, I feel. So I would like leave. I'd bounce for sure.
Yeah. What about you, Siddhant? First, I'll finish my pizza and then figure out.
If my partner's cheating on me,
Yeah.
actually don't know how I would
He'll
react.
start collecting that material for his next part. Like, he's like, how can I use this feeling? And he'll start writing poetry in a book and he'll be like, I'll come back to this at some point.
I really don't know how I would react.
No. Because it is complicated. You are in love with a person and it's a bit tricky. Deepika, what about you?
It's a deal breaker for me. Though I feel like it's far more complicated than just giving a straightforward answer like, oh, it's a deal breaker for me. I think there are so many factors that come into play, like how much, what does that relationship mean to you? How much are both people willing to work at it? Was it a mistake? Is it a habit? I think there's just so many things that come into play. I think it's very difficult to say, oh,
Yeah.
people make mistakes, people make mistakes. And I think that's one of the things you'll also learn from this film, that a lot of times people make the choices that they do for various reasons. And I think that we're conditioned to think that infidelity is sort of
A sin, so to say.
a sin, yeah, it's a bad thing. But I think the minute, for example, if you were to put yourself in the shoes of a therapist or a counselor, for example, and you have to actually understand why that person did what they did, I think you start looking at it very differently. Now, this is not to say that I'm okay with it or that I'm not okay with it. I'm just saying that it's far more complex than just saying that I'm okay with it or not okay
Yeah.
with it. I think that there's just far too many factors that come into play when it comes to this.
Yeah, and in fact, Kabhi Alvida Na Kehna had like a similar plot where, of course, it was a married couple doing it, but got a negative flag too. Are you worried that there could be a negative flag to this, or?
I mean, it's tough for me to say. I don't think I'm worried about those things. I think I was first worried, are we able to say what we want, what we set out to do?
Yeah.
And as far as that is what we've achieved, then, I'm really curious to see how the world reacts. It's. I think the first thing that worries you is always if you manage to put your point across, which I would like to believe that we have to a certain, extent. So.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Going to be releasing on 11th February, so quite excited. Before we wrap, just want to know about some of your travel preferences, your favorite destinations. So Ananya, you can go first.
I just went to Ranthambore on New Year's, and I
Okay.
feel like I love animals. So to see animals in their natural habitat or natural state is very exciting for me. So either I've not been scuba diving, but I've been snorkeling. So I feel like anything to do with animals in their natural habitat would be exciting for me. So when I went to
Okay.
Africa when I was younger, or Ranthambore, or if I get the chance to go scuba diving, that's probably the most fun for me.
All right, what about you, Siddhant?
The north, McLeodganj, the mountains, the bike, Pahadi Maggie, chai.
Oh, wow. I'm sure a lot of people out there can relate to that. When was the last time you went on a bike trip?
I think, just 5 months back.
And do you go solo or do you usually
No, with my friends.
with your
Can't
friends?
sleep alone.
You can't?
How do you know that?
Okay.
She said that.
I don't mean it in that way. He sleeps with Gautam, I sleep with Stacey.
That's what I'm doing.
Listen, your mind is dirty, I can't help it.
What about you, Deepika? Your favorite destination?
Home.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That is true. That is really very true. But I mean, I just like traveling.
Okay.
I really enjoy traveling. So my first preference would be, again, a place that has just water and sand and the sun.
Yeah.
But I just like traveling, so it could be any place.
Yeah. But do you feel stuck at home?
Never. Never
Okay.
feel stuck at home.
Okay, what about you, Shakun?
I've been dying to take a vacation actually. It's been and while they are saying
Okay,
it,
that's
I'm
my
just
gift for you after the film releases.
better-
Oh,
better
where is he
choose a-
flying? Where is he flying then?
That we'll figure that out.
I can't take that gift unless she first opens up all the cards and tells me where I'm going, because otherwise I may find myself in the middle of nothing.
That's where you want to go now.
Let's spin the globe and just put a finger on it.
Yeah, let's do
yeah.
it. But whatever, the point is that it's my gift for you.
And do that.
Awesome.
What a great question. This
That's
really
I know.
landed me with a bonus.
Okay, so
Thank
Sid
you.
and I are planning your vacation.
Oh, there you go.
We are paying only for one.
Going with him.
Yeah,
Oh, you're going?
for all of us.
Oh my
I-
god.
Guys,
why
like,
don't I
it would have
just
been nice
choose
if
a
y'all said,
vacation?
come along.
Okay, I'll
Can go to
I'll
a
pass it
concert. We have so many plans.
So
right
which place would you like to go to? Let's
now,
give some
I mean,
ideas
I
to
was thinking
Deepika.
really cheap, but now that she's offered, I need to go back and think of something really
now.
fancy.
Visa कराना पड़ेगा भैया.
Okay.
Bungee
Who's likely to go bungee jumping amongst you all? Yeah?
Never.
She's quite
I'll never do it.
adventurous. Even
No?
I can't do bungee.
I
And,
we've seen
skydiving?
Too many YouTube videos. Of
Already done.
Really? Wow, Deepika, that's very adventurous
I'm
of you.
scared of heights.
Yeah?
No, I would do that.
I'll just
You
skydiving.
do that? Okay. And partying, who would be the first one to go out party? Oh, okay.
Though,
Time limit.
we're actually, I don't know about her. I don't think any of us are really party people per se.
We like to
Yeah.
hang.
But we like
We
to.
like to party
Together.
This
Together.
group,
Alcohol and
Yeah.
chill
Yeah.
music.
And who's the life of the party, usually?
We all have our days. I feel.
Yeah, I think Sid can take things to a peak.
Yeah. When Salman
Yeah,
Khan's on
looking
stage.
Yeah.
What about our Rowdy Baby performance?
Yeah, Rowdy Baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All
Yeah.
South Indian,
Yeah.
you know.
Looking forward for some BTS videos then.
There's
Thank
some
you
coming.
so much, guys. It was wonderful talking to you. I wish you all the best for Gehraiyaan, and I'm sure it'll be a really nice movie. Looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And was happy to see you guys enjoy the brunch as well. So please feel free to finish the rest of it too.
Yeah.